Chapter 213, 6 Strong Men 1. Zhu Tui arrived at the Research Institute number 14 at 6:30 p.m. sharp. In the afternoon, he only needed to bring 2 small portions of food for Zhao Soxui. There was the spicy fried scallop meat, the emerald green cabbage heart, and an apple. It had to be said that this woman ate really little. Zhu Tui felt that he could finish 20 portions of food like this. However, 1 serving was enough for Zhao Soxui. It was rare that Li Yuanen was not around this afternoon. Zhu Tui suddenly felt much better. Miss and eat, it'll make you a fruit salad. It was rare that Li Yuanen was not around, so Chef Zhu Tui could not help but want to show off his culinary skills. Zhu Tui had wanted to do it for the past few days, but the moment he did, Li Yuanen kept asking for a portion. She even deliberately got close to Zhu Tui. Zhu Tui was completely unable to enjoy the beautiful process of cooking. He could show off his skills today. And Zhao Soxui hummed softly and took a bite of the scallop meat. She suddenly asked, "Didn't you agree to help her move? Why didn't you go?" Zhu Tui, who was washing the fruits, was stunned. He immediately reacted. FCAC, Ahuan must have betrayed him. Only Huang, who had entered Zhu Tui's personal communication device, could see the contents of Zhu Tui's message and tell it to Zhao Soxui. However, he did not mind if Huang told Zhao Soxui about this. What Zhu Tui cared about was that Huang did not do everything perfectly. What the FCAC? He had betrayed half of his privacy. What was the meaning of this? Dog Huang, get the FCAC out here. What do you mean by doing things halfway? Zhu Tui roared angrily. Zhu Tui finally understood after spending some time with Huang. Huang liked cool and suave names like Huang Tianba. However, he hated being addressed as an animal or dog. This fellow actually dared to trick him. He would definitely not give it any face. However, Huang was very despicable. It knew very well what it had done. Therefore, even though Zhu Tui was roaring furiously at this moment, it did not appear. He was practically trying to kill Zhu Tui. Huang, I'll change my name to Supercomputer Dog Huang the next time I go to the arena, Zhu Tui said angrily. Don't, I didn't mean to. Zhu Tui's threat had some effect. Huang had finally appeared. FCAC, you even said that you didn't do it on purpose. You didn't finish your sentence. Why didn't you say the complete thing? What do you mean by telling Miss and half of the story? Zhu Tui said angrily. Aren't I preparing the other half? I didn't expect Zhao Soxui to be anxious and ask first, Huang said. And Zhao Soxui, who was eating, choked on a small piece of scallop meat and coughed repeatedly. What did he mean by she was anxious? Huang seemed to be implying something. Before Zhao Soxui could react, Huang immediately created a huge projection screen for Zhu Tui and Zhao Soxui. The image flickered. It was a still image of an apartment. Suddenly, the exquisitely dressed Li Yuanen pushed open the apartment door and appeared at the entrance. She looked around anxiously. However, there was no one in the passageway. Li Yuanen could only close the door in disappointment. However, before she returned to the apartment, she even took the opportunity to spray perfume at the door. In the video, Li Yuanen's clothes were a little revealing, especially her chest. Even Zhao Soxui could not help but take a second look. The screen went still again. However, only a minute later, heavy footsteps sounded in the corridor. 6 men in overalls appeared in the passageway. The leader knocked on the door opened. Li Yuanen must have come out with a fragrant scent. The man who knocked on the door could not help but twitch his nose. But then, Li Yuanen was stunned. And you are? Hello, are you Madam Li Yuanen? Yes, Vices, your address? That's right. Hello, Madam Li, we're from the Fast and Fierce Moving Company. According to your request, 6 burly men have come to help you move at 6:40. We've arrived on time. Excuse me, where is the furniture you want to move? The foreman said. Li Yuanen was stunned. Why the hell did she need 6 burly men to move? How could she use so many people with her little luggage? Suddenly, Li Yuanen reacted. Almost at the same time, Zhu Tui, who was at the Research Institute number 14, opened his communication device and sent a message. Inspector Li, I'm very busy today. I can't leave, so I've made an appointment for you with a moving company. They have a variety of services and are of high quality. They should be able to satisfy you. In the surveillance footage, Li Yuanin lowered her head almost at the same time and saw the message. Gritting her teeth in frustration, she slammed the door and returned to her room. There's none. However, the 6 burly men from the moving company did not leave. Instead, they knocked on the door persistently. Since Li Yuanin did not open the door, they kept knocking. A few minutes later, Li Yuanin opened the door again. She was wearing a shawl over her shoulders, and her expression was frosty. Why aren't you leaving? What do you want? If you don't leave, I'll call security. Li Yuanin said angrily. Hello, Madam Li. Our people from the Fast and Fierce Moving Company earn a lot of hard labor money. You made an appointment online. The person and address are correct.